All right, so we're gonna start standing and we're going to actually let's not even have you can have the big ball handy, but we're just gonna start with our body weight and we're just going to squat down and then reach up. So we have our big ball and our hip band for today. And we're gonna focus on just stretching. Make sure as you do this, you're pulling the abs in. Let's do 5 more. Last one. Good, and then we're just gonna bring our arms across with a little toe tap. Get some movement in to warm up. I love this one. I can feel it stretch my low back, my sides as I pull across a little bit into that lat. Do 5 more. Then we're going up and over with a toe tap with an arm. And you can slow this down if you need to. I'm going a little fast. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're just gonna bring hands behind us, interlace the fingertips, squeeze your shoulders, and we're just gonna take a flat back and come up and keep going with that. So as you flat back, the spine is long. You can stretch your hamstrings, your shoulders, your chest. Let's do 3 more. Nice job. All right, then come up to standing and you're gonna reach your arms forward, just the same height as your shoulders. We're gonna lift our heels up and then place them down. So we're just doing some calf raises, finding balance there at the top. Then we're gonna keep our heels up, do a little knee bend, stretch the low back, come up to standing, and then you can relax those arms down. So reach forward, lift your heels, little knee bend, pop back up, and relax. So we're doing a balancing squat or balancing chair. I find this to be a really good stretch in the low back. Three more. Nice job. Now we're gonna step our right foot back into a lunge, and you can have your hands on that front thigh, or you could use that ball out in front of you just to have your hands on something and stretch out your calf. And then we're gonna bend and straighten this front knee 10 times. So when you straighten the leg, you can feel that in your hamstring. On the last one, I want you to go back into your lunge, and then we're gonna reach the left arm up, take a little twist, and then bring it back down. Reach it up, look to the left if you can, take some balance. If you need to separate your feet a little wider for balance, that is perfectly fine. We'll do 2 more. Ooh, nice job. Then switch your feet out. So your left foot will step back, your right foot is forward. You're in your lunge, pressing the back heel down. I need some air in my ball. Okay, we're gonna straighten and bend that front knee 10 times. If that ball is too low, yeah, use maybe the wall, a chair. Okay, we're gonna hold that knee bend and then keep your left hand where it's at. You're gonna reach your right arm up for twist and bring it back down. Reach up and twist. Good. So we're getting rotation in our thoracic spine, that middle spine. Balancing, stretching. One more time. Very good. Okay, step that left foot forward, and your feet are gonna go a little bit wider than hip width distance. We're gonna grab the sides of the ball and squat, and then we're going to again go up overhead and back down. So we did this earlier without the ball, but holding onto the ball really makes you use your abs. If you need to go back to no ball, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I just want you to hold that ball out in front of you. I'm going to turn so I can show you. And we're just going to reach that ball to one side, back to center, reach to the other side, center. That's 2. That's 3. We're going to 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doing great. And 10. Bring that ball. Actually, you're going to want to walk kind of to the back of your mat. And then we're going to actually lay on our belly on the ball. So you can kind of roll yourself out on the ball and find a place where you can relax over it. I think this is such a nice stretch for the low back. It really pulls your belly to spine, decompresses those vertebrae. So just try to relax here. Take 5 deep breaths. Three more. Last one. Nice job. You're gonna keep your hands on the floor, lift your head, Get rid of that little head rush you may feel. And what I want you to do is just look forward and just try to open your back into extension. And then you can relax. You're kind of pulling yourself forward with your chest into an extension. Your feet even may come up, just depends on how it feels on your back. And then relax into flexion. Pull yourself forward into extension. Relax into flexion. 2 more times. Pulling forward. Relax. And pull it forward. And relax. And then I want you to find a neutral spine. You can have a little bend in your elbows. And you're just going to lift and lower your toes, your feet, your legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Feel this in your glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come forward just a little bit, and we're going to do just a few little push-ups here for the arms. It should feel really supported. My hips are still on the ball. My belly's still on the ball. My feet are up. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now you can rock yourself back, come down to your knees. And then we're going to use that ball. So we're kneeling, and we're going to use that ball to stretch out our chest, our shoulders, our back. And then you're going to pull it in and come up to that tall kneeling. Walk it out. Stretch. Draw the belly in. Come up to kneeling. We'll do that 3 more times. 3. 2. And 1. Nice job. Let's just put that ball off to the side. We will use it again, but for now, I just want you to stay kneeling. If you need to pad your knees, you can fold your mat over for a little extra padding, but a little stretch here for our quads. I just want you to get really strong in your abs and then lean back. Feel this in your front body and then come up to your kneeling. Leaning back, hold strong, and come up. Lean back, and come up. You can really feel here how your thighs or your quads, your hip flexors, your abs, all are working together. And really reach out of the top of your head. Little chin tuck. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. You can untuck your mat if you had it folded. And then we're going to just come into a tabletop for some cat-cows. So I'm going to start with cat, rounding the back, stretching into that low back, broaden the shoulders, and then inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, open the chest, exhale, curl, inhale, Open. Exhale. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Rounding the back. Inhale, open. One more time. Curl the spine. And then come back to neutral spine. We're going to reach our right leg back, our left arm forward for our spinal balance. And just hold here. Holding that balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Draw that belly in. Push away from your mat. 3, 2, and 1. Switch your sides. Left leg back, right arm forward. Good. Push away from your mat. Draw the belly up and in. Keep your limbs reaching for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to your first side. Right leg back, left arm forward. And we're going to go elbow to knee and reach out for 10. Curl and reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that side. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Left leg back. Right arm forward. Let's get 10 on this side. Curl it in, elbow to knee. Reach out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to start. I want you to go just slightly wider with your knees, and we're going to go thread the needle with our right arm. So option to reach this right arm up, take a little twist, and then thread that right arm through under your left shoulder. Wring it out. Breathe into your shoulder blade and enjoy that stretch. You may even feel this in your trapezius muscle, up into your neck. Unwind that side, and we'll switch sides. Left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale and exhale. Unwind your twist. Come back through center. Then in your tabletop, we're going to stretch our neck. So I want you to just look straight down and just go right ear towards the right shoulder. And then pull back to center and go left ear to left shoulder. You're just looking down the whole time. Bring it back to center. Right ear to right shoulder. Pull that left side. Come back to center. And then left ear to left shoulder. Pulling on that right side. And then come back to center. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, I want you to look over your right shoulder and look back towards your right toes. So you're kind of crunching on that right side and stretching on the left. I can feel this in my left lower back, my QL muscle. You might feel it through your ribs. We'll come back through center. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, I want you to look back to those left toes over your left shoulder. And really feel this stretch in your right lower back. Kind of crunch on that side and then come back to center. We're going to do that 2 more times each side. So you inhale, exhale, look over that right shoulder. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale, look to your left toes. Come back to center. We're going to do that 1 more time each side. So exhale over the right shoulder. Center. And left shoulder. Good. And then come back to center. All right, we're going to straighten that right leg back behind us. Keep both of your hands down on this one. And we're just going to tap our right toes down and kick that right leg up without arching our back. So back is super strong, abs are in. I want you to feel this in your glutes. Hopefully your knees are feeling okay. If you need to come up to standing, you can, or make any adjustments. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to keep that right leg up, flex your foot. You're going to bend the knee in and straighten the leg out. So you're going to bend that knee in, get a little quad stretch, and then straighten. Bend and straighten. Pull those abs in. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then on this last one, keep your knee bent, and I just want you to do 10 little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to sit your hips back and take a little child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take another inhale and exhale. Let's finish up our other side, and then we will get off of our knees. So you're going to extend that left leg back behind you. You can have the toes pointed on this one. We're just going to tap the toes down, kick that leg up high without arching your back. So isolate in that left glute, super strong. We're here for 3, 2, and then keep that left leg up. Now we're going to flex the foot. I want you to bend your knee and straighten it long. Bring that heel in towards your butt, straighten it long. Feel this in your quad. Squeeze and straighten. Here for 3, 2, and then hold it in. Give me a little pulse up for 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Take one more little child's pose here if your knees will let you. It might feel nice for your hands to face inward and really stretch and press those pinky edges, pinky finger edges into your mat. Stretch out your lats, your trapeze or your triceps. And then we're just gonna walk our hands over to the right. Get a little extra side stretch in for our lats. And even our serratus muscle, I feel it a little bit in that armpit area. Good, walk it over to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Ooh, such good stretching. So we're gonna get off of our knees and I want you to swing those legs forward and actually grab your ball. So we're gonna do our ball first, then we will go to our hip bands. So you're gonna grab that ball and make your way onto your back, and we're gonna have our feet on the ball. So you'll know too, some of this, if you don't want to use the ball and just want to be flat on the floor, that's perfectly fine. We're going to start with some bridges with our feet on the ball. So arms are down by your sides. And you're just going to press those feet into your ball, lift your hips up so you're in bridge, and then roll back down. So if you would rather just do plain bridges, floor bridges, that is perfectly fine. This one, obviously, a little more challenging with stability. You will feel it more in your hamstrings, but it also provides a really nice sensation in the spine. As you roll up and down, you might get some pops and releases. It also really encourages glute engagement, which is so important for our posture, our overall spinal health. So let's just get 3 more bridges. Last one. Very good. Okay, now we're just going to rest the back of our legs on the ball, kind of hugging that ball in towards us. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then keep a squeeze on that ball. You're going to reach your arms out to T. And we're just going to move our knees over to the right side. So a little twist, spinal twist here. You're going to use your abs to bring your knees back to center. And then pull those knees to the left. Keep that right shoulder down. And then use your abs to pull back to center. Okay, going side to side. If twists are a lot right now, this can be a smaller motion. Or you could just work on pelvic tilts and bracing. Good. Let's do one more side to side. Amazing job. Bring it back to center. And then you're actually going to straighten those legs. And so the ball is going to kind of be on your calves, your heels, your ankles. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And then we're just gonna bring hands back behind our head with our elbows out wide. And keep your legs straight, but I just want you to curl your chin up. So curl your head up and just use this as a neck stretch. You're gonna kind of um, rock your head to the right and then rock it to the left. Keeping that chin tucked. It's just like a little half circle or smiley face that you're drawing with your chin side to side. You should feel this in your traps and up into your scalenes. Let's do one more side to side. And then bring your head back to center. And we're just gonna do 10 crunches of our head and shoulders just to get that core to activate a little bit, find some protection there for the low back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift your right leg up and we'll get a little hamstring stretch. And do keep your left leg on the ball. So this does require some stability here. Roll out that right ankle. And then keep your your right foot flexed. And we're gonna walk ourselves up that right leg. And then walk back down. And we'll do that 4 more times. Walk it up. Walk it down. Walk it up. Walk it down. And 1 more up. And back down. And then start to point that right foot. And I just want you to circle that right leg one direction for 5. You can do like a medium-sized circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. Keeping that left leg, that ball stable. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Release that right leg and then lift your left leg up. And stretch out your hamstring. Roll the ankle. And then keep your foot flexed. We're gonna walk our way up that left leg and walk back down. Walk up, walk down. Walking up. 3, 2, and 1. And then point your left toes and draw a medium-sized circle with that left leg for 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release that leg on your ball. Deep breath in and out. Now we're gonna do a figure 4 stretch using the ball for our leg that we usually hold on to. So bring your right ankle onto your left thigh, and then you're gonna use that left leg to pull that ball in towards you, and then your foot is on the ball. You can still grab if you want. Actually, I think I'm going to do that just for a little extra support. But you're basically just using that ball as like a wall or something to help stabilize that covering leg. Take some deep breaths into your right hip, right glute. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, release that side. You're gonna go left ankle on your right thigh and do that same thing using the ball to stabilize. Stretch out the right hip and glute. Take 5 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Release, and you can kick that ball out of the way. We are done with that big ball. I'm gonna have you grab your hip band, and we're gonna put the hip band around both of our thighs. So you're gonna put it above your knees. And we are gonna stay on our back here to start. And then we'll work on our clams and on our sides. So we're gonna go back to just some bridging. And so now we have the band on, it gives a little resistance in our thighs and our glutes. And we're just gonna lift and lower our glutes. I will give you the option if you want to really work on rolling up and down the spine, or you can also just plank by tapping the hips down, the glutes down, and then kind of doing like a hip thrust up. I think that gives you a little more emphasis on your glutes, but spinal rolls can feel really good on the vertebrae. So you decide, you can do a little mix of both as well. But let's get 10 more. We'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, I'm going to have you hold up. And you're going to push your knees out and bring them back in. So you're working on outer glutes, outer thighs. Let's do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll those hips down. I want you to hug your knees into your chest and then just massage across your low back for 10, 15 times. It feels really good. Then see if you can keep your hip band on. And just like you would at the dinner table, I want you to cross your left leg over your right. So your knees are kind of stacked on top of each other. And then grab for your shins and hug in. See if that gives you a little deeper stretch here for your piriformis, especially whichever knee is on top. You should absolutely feel that in your hip. I kind of like to work on pulling my shins outward for a deeper stretch. Okay, go ahead and release, and you're gonna switch which leg was on top. So right knee can cross on top of the left, and then grab for your shins, your ankles, and pull up towards your armpits. Really feeling that top glute stretching, piriformis. Nice job. Go ahead and unwind that. And then I'm just gonna have you roll onto your right side. You're gonna keep your hips stacked, your knees stacked, and we're just gonna start with some closed book to open book, focusing on our thoracic mobility. The goal is to get that top elbow to reach back behind you. Hands are interlaced behind the head. Really feeling that open book stretch. Do 3 more. Last one. Good. And then before we switch to the other side, I want you to pop yourself up to that bottom forearm, and we're going to do 10 hip dips. So we're just in that side plank, and then you're just gonna lift and lower your hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stay on that forearm if you can, and just get 10 clams. Top knee lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I want you to keep your legs over on that side, but bring yourself up to your right hand. And we're going to get 5 twists. So reach that left arm up. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you're going to twist away from your legs. Inhale back up. Exhale. You can even kind of hook your thumbs there at the end. Open back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Nice job. All right, we're gonna switch to our other side. Do that same sequence, and then we will be done. So start with your closed book, and then open that top elbow. Reach it to the floor behind you. And go on your own pace. 3 more. Good. Then we'll pop up to that top or bottom forearm and adjust our knees down so we can lift up for our hip dips and our side plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then get 10 clams. Lift that top knee, keep your feet together.
She froze. Did she go away?
Hey, I lost connection.
I was gonna say you froze.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Okay.
We're almost done anyway. So we're getting 10 of these twists. Or not 10, excuse me, 5. Reaching up, twisting away. Let's get one more. Hold that last one. And hook your thumbs. Such a good twist for the spine. Ooh, nice job. Okay, we are going to transition. Actually, you can take that band off. And then I do want to get a down dog stretch. So once you're there, spread those fingers wide to protect your wrists. Tuck your toes. Find your down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then let's just do 5 planks to down dog. So find your plank and then push back to down dog. Plank, nice and strong. Lift the hips, down dog. Plank, down dog. 2 more. Last one. Ooh. Slowly walk your feet and your hands together. You can fold all the way down or you can take a flat back. And just relax. We can sway side to side if that feels good. Even in your flat back, that can feel really nice. And you'll bring it back to center and come up. And we are done. Nice job.